Hey, what's going on, guys? Daniel here with Vida Vapes, and let me focus in here for a second. And in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Ego T. This is basically the most simple form of Ego style battery. Basically, an Ego is just any type of vape battery that is in this form. They come in a variety of different sizes. You have some that have adjustable dials on the bottom. Some of them will have little LCD screens right here, but they come in this basic kind of pen style, and again, there's a bunch of different ones. The Ego T is the most basic and entry-level vape of the Ego, basically. They are typically in 3 different sizes, which is 650, 900, and 1100 milliamp. Those are just the different battery sizes. This right here is an 1100. Sometimes you can find them a little bit larger than that, but those are your 3 standard sizes. They're relatively simple to use, especially this one right here. All you're going to do to turn it on basically is 3 clicks, or I'm sorry, 5 clicks. Okay, it was already on, so now it's off, and as you see when I press the button, nothing's happening. Go ahead and do 5 clicks, and it's blinking. That's letting you know that you powered it on. So every time you press this button, it will fire if there's a tank on top. So every time you're going to hit your vape, you press the button while you're hitting it. Now, Egos have this kind of standard threading right here. They have a 510 connection, which is basically this threading right here, which is standard with almost all tank attachments, clearmizers, atomizers, all different types. But this outer threading is like Ego style threading. So now you'll have different top pieces. Like this right here is a C4, and it will go ahead and just screw right on. Go ahead and screw that on. Bam, and it sits flush because this tank is basically optimized for an Ego style battery. It's quite common. It's a very kind of entry-level standard tank that you'll find in a lot of starter kits, and we offer it in many of our starter kits as well. And as you can see, though, it fits very nicely on the Ego style battery. Now, if you were to want, let's say, a tank that's a little bit beefier, like for example this tank right here, it's got the 510 connection, so it'll still fit on. It'll still sit fine. So basically, you screw it on, and if you were to fire it and you had juice in it and it was all set up, it would work fine. However, as you can see here, you've got this kind of gap in between, so it doesn't quite look right. Now, sometimes you can actually get these attachments with the tanks when you buy these bigger tanks. Other times you'll have to buy them separately. They're basically like beauty rings, and they'll just go ahead and they'll screw on that threading. Let me see if I can get this on. There we go. They'll screw on that threading and make it sit much flusher. So now, as you see, it's a lot cleaner looking. It's for 2 reasons really. One, yes, cosmetically it's much more appealing to have it like this. 2, when you've got a big tank like this on top on a smaller battery and you've got that gap, it's a lot easier in your pocket or banging it around to kind of bend it or damage it or even snap it if you're really rough on it. And now this definitely just gives it some reinforcement that it's not really going to bend or crack or anything like that. So let me go ahead and take this off right here, and I'm going to show you guys really quickly how you would charge an Ego style battery. Some of them, because there are so many different types of Ego style batteries, but in this video again we're talking about the Ego T, and basically some Egos you'll have a little USB slot on the bottom, but that's not really common. That's not standard for an Ego style battery. For most Ego style batteries and all the ones we carry, you're going to have this, which is like a battery adapter. You attach it the same way you would an actual tank, so you'll just go ahead and screw it on. So you can get this in. There you go, screw it all the way on, and it will, once you got it in, it'll lock into place basically. And then you can just take this USB, because this one's a USB, you can either plug it into, if you have a USB to wall plug or any really USB, you can even charge it with like a computer or a car charger. So it's really simple to charge, and yeah, that's really it. So again, guys, this is the Ego T. I've had a lot of people asking me about these Ego style batteries. I'm actually going to be going through each and every different Ego style battery and making videos so you can see what they look like, how they work, and help you better decide which one is right for you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and it kind of answered some questions. Once again, this is the Ego T, which is a basic Ego style battery. Thanks for watching, guys. Once again, this is Daniel from Vida Vapes.